YouTube and welcome back. Today's video is brought to you guys by ZOSI, and we're taking a look at their 4K Ultra HD security system. Now this is a full-fledged DVR system that comes with 4 8-megapixel cameras and has up to 100 feet of full-on night vision. How insane is that? Now what exactly makes this particular system unique? Well, let's start off with each individual camera. So each individual camera has 24 PCS LEDs, so this gives it really clear night vision. And then of course there is a full-on glass cover built onto it, so it's actually perfectly good in rain, dust, or fog. So if those are the conditions that your house deals with every single day, you're pretty much good to go. But if you're worried about water or rain in general, because most people tend to get rain on their house, well, this thing is IP67 and comes in a full-fledged metal housing, so yes, it is fully waterproof. And you can go ahead and rotate this 180 degrees or 360 degrees, spinning the camera itself all the way around, so you're pretty much good in terms of that as well. Last but not least, this thing does have a 4K camera built in, and the lens itself is 3.6 millimeters. Now the other cool thing about this system is that it does have a full-fledged DVR to support up to 8 cameras should you choose to do so. Now what exactly does the DVR system have on it? Well, it has the video inputs for all 8 cameras. It also has the inputs for a monitor or a TV. It also has an audio output if you want this to be hooked up to a full-on audio system. And then of course there is a VGI input, an HDMI input, and there is a separate audio in input. So if you want to have separate high quality microphones going through into this, you can go ahead and do so as well. You can also plug in your mouse or any other USB devices that you should choose to want, and it also supports a full-on network as well, so you can connect it directly using Ethernet directly into the system itself. Lastly, we got the power thing, and you're pretty much good to go. So what exactly is this DVR capable of? Well, yes, it's packed with features. So of course you can see 8 of these simultaneously. So if you have a camera for the backyard, the side yard, the garage, or something of those sorts, you can track all of them simultaneously. You can double click on any of them and you can go ahead and see them up close. You can also play them back in real time. Now speaking of playback, something that's really cool here is that it does have 2 terabytes of storage built directly into it. So that's pretty much you're good for a decent amount of time, and you shouldn't have any problems with playback. Now, the other cool thing is the cameras themselves. You see, the other cool thing with the software is that you're able to detect motion as well. You see, you're able to select specific areas of a particular image that is being recorded at the moment, and then you're able to, minimize any false triggers and whatnot in case it's a dog and whatnot versus, an actual intruder that's about to break in, which is really cool. The other amazing thing is they do have a smart app as well, so you can go ahead and simply type ZOSI into the App Store, and you can check out a live view of your entire feed from virtually anywhere in the world, which is why the Ethernet cable is relevant here. So I think it's really cool that you could just swipe into your app and double tap, and all of a sudden you're able to see your entire house and just to feel a nice sense of security. Now the other cool thing is that it does record in H.265, which is really cool because we're used to the industry standard H.264 or even worse like AVI and all that nonsense. But in this case, basically what it means is that you're able to compress footage down even more, retain quality. Us video editors out there, we like H.264, but get this, H.265 is even better. So we're able to retain quality, but at the same time you're able to compress the file and be able to save even more storage to take full advantage of that 2 terabytes of storage, which is really cool. Now, it does record in 4K. Now, here's why this thing comes in handy. 4K is really amazing because let's say you do have an intruder. Well, with all those extra megapixels and that 100 feet of night vision, you should be able to zoom up pretty nicely on the intruder's face and send that to whoever needs to be looking at it to get to the bottom of the issue of whatever got broken into, and so on and so forth. So all in all, guys, this thing's got 100 feet of night vision. It's got IP67 waterproofing. It even has other technology that I didn't even mention. For example, enhanced 3D DNR, which is really good for enhancing low light scenes. It's got its playback, so all in all, it is a solid security system. It's built to last, and it's something that you just set up once and you are perfectly set to go. My favorite thing is, of course, the night vision. I have not seen any other cameras that have night vision on par with these. It basically makes nighttime look like daytime, so it's pretty nice. And on top of that, it also has a bunch of interesting features like a detection alarm, and it has a built-in alarm inside of it as well. My second favorite thing is, of course, the app itself. So of course you can go ahead and maybe set up email, so it can email specific zones and times for unusual events, and it can email you particular pictures. It can also push notification or give you a buzzer directly to the DVR if it senses something of those sorts. And this particular thing is available for, get this, both the App Store and the Google Play Store, Mac, and of course Windows, along with every single browser. So, you know, if you can't access it, I don't know what platform you're using, but it pretty much supports everything but maybe Linux. So